We're at day 42 of the Carson Wentz saga, and the torture continues. I might as well just get the waterboarding process over because it is a lot better than all of this Carson Wentz all of the time.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
It feels like it's been years. It really has. It feels like it's been years since Eagles fans got the news that the Eagles were days away, right? Days away from trading Carson Wentz and possibly even getting a first-round pick and more for him. Excited Eagles fans everywhere for the most part, because there are people that didn't want to see Carson leave. But look, he doesn't want to be here. So for the Eagles to be able to get a first-round pick for Carson Wentz after he was the worst quarterback last year, obviously excited everybody. Definitely excited me. But he's still here. He is still here. And some news today. And look, guys, I have Carson Wentz fatigue. I'm sure a lot of you guys have. I'm getting tired of talking about this every day. I'm getting tired of every title of every video having Carson Wentz's name somewhere in it. But if I'm going to have a channel like this, I kind of have the responsibility to talk about this stuff when it comes up. So here it is. Now, look, days ago, it was reported by Ron Jaworski that the Colts were offering 2 second-round picks and maybe a third or fourth somewhere down the line. Now, the Eagles wanted 2 number ones, which is insane to me. It's absolutely crazy. There's no way they were going to get that from any team. Again, Carson Wentz having a bad year. Carson Wentz not wanting to be with the Eagles, and all of the bad stuff about Carson that has come out does not make him worth 2 number 1 picks. So the Eagles playing this slowly, playing their cards, talking to other teams. And it seems like the Chicago Bears stepped up and offered the Eagles the most for Carson Wentz. Now, that's all good, but Carson Wentz doesn't want to go to Chicago, and apparently he made that clear to the Eagles. So now, why would Chicago, and of course that news leaks, so why would Chicago want to trade for a quarterback that doesn't want to be with them? It doesn't make sense, and Carson Wentz is basically holding this deal up because he wants to play for the Colts. Now, my good buddy Les Bowen, who still has me blocked on Twitter from years ago, sent out a tweet today saying he spoke with NFL management source not from the Eagles about the Wentz melodrama. His viewpoint, if Wentz doesn't want the Bears aren't going to trade for him. Eventually, the Eagles take whatever Indy is offering, maybe a second plus something. Also, the Eagles draft a quarterback 6th overall. So there's a little bit to take with that. Obviously, this could end really bad for the Eagles with basically them taking whatever they can from the Colts. Now, if it goes longer, the Colts' offer is going to decrease. It's just the way it works. And again, Chris Ballard is no dummy. He knows he's kind of got the Eagles by the balls with other quarterbacks available. And the fact that Carson doesn't want to play anywhere else but Indianapolis makes this really tough for the Eagles. Now, Ron Jaworski said that the Colts had offered 2 twos, and I would take it at this point. Now, when it came out, I was like, hell no, the Eagles could get a 1 for Carson because that's the news that was out, but that has went away. No team is going to give up a number 1 pick for Carson Wentz at this point. And in fear of the Eagles completely fumbling this thing, I think they should take, if that's the offer, 2 twos and a third somewhere down the line, I'm taking it and I'm running. Now, the Carson Wentz story, and I was thinking about this earlier, it's really sad, I think, because you look at a guy, and I mirror Carson Wentz with Two-Face or Harvey Dent from the Batman lore, and most specifically Harvey Dent from the Dark Knight movie. And I look at these two figures, and if you look at Harvey Dent was a hero in the beginning, a guy that was supposed to save the city, so much promise for him. He has a tragic event happen when his girlfriend is killed, and he wants to now take out whatever kind of justice he can on the people that couldn't save her, that being the city of Gotham and Commissioner Gordon. You look at Carson Wentz, the tragic event that happened to him was, number one, the getting hurt before the playoffs and the Super Bowl, never really being the guy in Philly after that, since Nick Foles won the Super Bowl, and there were always questions there. He takes a team to the playoffs. The next year, he gets hurt in the playoffs. The next year, the Eagles draft his replacement in the second round, and then he has a horrible year in 2020. So I look at now Carson Wentz kind of becoming that two-face now, where now he is slowly turning into the villain by trying to take this out on the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman. Most specifically, I don't know if it's just me, if this makes sense to any of you guys, but I just found it interesting how, again, he was a hero here in this city. If you remember 2016, 2017, and even in 2019, we all held Carson Wentz up here, especially 2017, and now he is slowly becoming the villain by his actions, by not speaking. And I know a lot of guys are saying, how can you hold that against him for not speaking? How can so many people hate this guy when he hasn't said a word? Well, I've said this before. His silence speaks volumes. Actions speak louder than words, and he just hasn't had any words. All the stuff that's been put out about him, not being coachable, not being likable, all of the really bad stories about him changing Doug Peterson's plays out of spite. And he hasn't said a word, not one word, to assure the city he wants to be an Eagle. And maybe that stuff isn't true or blown out of proportion. To me, that says a lot. And now stopping a possible trade, if the Chicago Bears are offering more than the Colts, and Carson saying, well, look, if you take the deal, I'm not going there. That's just, it's absolutely crazy to me, and it paints the Eagles into a corner to where now they might be forced to just take a deal with the Colts, because I can't see Carson Wentz coming back here and playing for this team. I just do not see it. So that is the mess that we're in. Every day I wake up, I hope to see that a trade has been done and that Carson is somewhere else, because I just can't take it anymore. I just can't. I just want to move on. Now, as far as the Eagles drafting a quarterback 6 overall, or possibly moving up for one, it's something that I can definitely see happening, and in some cases it might be something that I'm not completely against. Now, that's a video for another day. I'm definitely going to dig deep into that and some of the possibilities the Eagles could have as quarterback. And if they don't, you know what? I'm good with Jalen Hurts. I'm really good with Jalen Hurts. I know 4 games is not enough to really make a great opinion on the guy, but I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm hearing. Just the couple games against the Cardinals and the Saints, for rookie to come into the situation that he was put into with all the Carson Wentz stuff in a COVID situation, barely knowing his teammates or his coaches, and to at least look like he could win some games, almost won me over completely. Now, again, we'll see as things are going to change this year, but I wouldn't be completely heartbroken if Jalen Hurts was the starting quarterback. I'd actually be kind of happy. So, with that being said, guys, that is the end of Carson Wentz day number 42, and hopefully there aren't many more, because I might have to really waterboard myself, because that would be better. That would be so much better than dealing with the torture that I'm dealing with now. And I say that lightheartedly, guys. I'm obviously joking. Stay safe, guys. Stay healthy. Go Birds. I'll see you.
How awesome was that? Tom Brady, Super Bowl MVP 7 times. V-A-T-L-E-S Eagles! V-A-T-L-E-S Eagles! I need Eagle Nation.